I just walked out of Dollar Tree with 10 brand new winter plant hacks that I promise you have never seen before. These aren't the usual pebble trays and spray bottles. These are clever little finds hiding in random aisles that make winter plant care so much easier, and some of them honestly shocked me with how well they work. Welcome back to Greenhaven Homes. If you love saving money and keeping your indoor plants alive through the coldest, darkest months of the year, you are absolutely in the right place. Before we jump in, hit that like button so more plant lovers can find this video. And make sure you subscribe, so you never miss any of my winter care tips. Now, let's get into these new Dollar Tree hacks. Hack number 1. Cooling Rack Humidity Trays. Cooling racks from the baking aisle are one of the simplest ways to upgrade your winter humidity trays without spending more than $1. When pots sit flat in trays, water has nowhere to evaporate, and the roots end up drowning in stale moisture. Setting a cooling rack inside the tray lifts your plants just high enough to keep the roots dry, while still letting humidity rise around them. It creates steady airflow under the pot, which is exactly what plants need when the soil takes longer to dry out in winter. You can take this up a level by adding a layer of pebbles under the rack and pouring in a bit of water. As the water evaporates, it gently boosts humidity without ever touching the bottom of your pot. The racks are also wide enough to hold multiple plants, which makes it great for grouping humidity lovers together during the driest months. It's cheap, it's simple, and it solves two winter problems at once: low humidity and accidental overwatering. Hack number 2. Car sunshades as winter light boosters. Those reflective car windshield sunshades are one of the most underrated lighting tools you can grab from Dollar Tree. Winter light is weaker, shorter, and often uneven, especially if your plants sit in corners or along a wall. Setting a sunshade behind your plants instantly bounces whatever light you do have right back toward them. It brightens the whole area without buying extra lamps, and it helps stretch the limited daylight you get this time of year. What makes this trick even better is how adjustable the sunshade is. You can cut it to fit narrow shelves, use it full size behind a big window setup, or fold it so it stands upright on its own. It weighs almost nothing, so you can move it around as the sun shifts during the day. For $1, it boosts your plant's winter light exposure more than you'd expect, and it's especially helpful for light-hungry varieties that struggle during darker months. Hack number 3. Knee-high stockings for DIY moss poles. Dollar Tree's knee-high stockings make surprisingly effective and inexpensive covers for DIY moss poles. If you've ever priced out pre-made poles, you know they can add up fast, especially if you have multiple climbing plants. Stretching a nylon stocking over a simple stake creates a breathable sleeve you can fill with damp moss or coco coir. The material holds everything in place, keeps moisture distributed, and gives aerial roots a soft surface to grab onto. It's flexible, durable, and blends in nicely once your plant starts climbing. This trick is especially helpful in winter when the air inside your home dries out. Climbing plants like pothos, philodendrons, and monstera rely on a stable, slightly moist pole to support new growth, and the stocking helps maintain that without constant rehydrating. It prevents mess, keeps the moss from spilling out, and makes the entire pole easier to handle during setup or watering. For just $1, you can build several poles and give your vining plants the support they need all season long. Hack number 4. Silicone baking mats as repotting stations. Silicone baking mats are a lifesaver when you need to repot indoors during winter. Soil gets everywhere this time of year because you're usually working inside instead of outside. And these mats give you a flexible, non-stick workspace that keeps the mess under control. Spread one out on your table or counter, and you instantly have a clean surface that catches soil, holds tools in place, and wipes down in seconds. Nothing sticks to silicone, so even damp soil brushes right off without any scrubbing. Another bonus is how easy they make cleanup. When you're done repotting, you can lift the mat from the corners and funnel the extra soil straight back into the bag without losing a handful in the process. The mats dry fast, roll up for storage, and you can even put them in the dishwasher if things get really messy. For winter plant chores, when your workspace is limited and cleanup matters, a silicone mat is one of the cheapest and most useful tools you can bring home. Hack number 5. Medicine droppers for precise winter watering. Medicine droppers and small plastic syringes from the health aisle are incredibly helpful when you're trying to avoid overwatering during the cold season. Many plants slow their growth in winter, which means they don't use water as quickly. A dropper lets you deliver tiny amounts exactly where you want them instead of soaking the entire pot. This is especially useful for succulents, seedlings, small propagation jars, and terrarium plants that only need a few milliliters at a time. It gives you full control, which is exactly what most plants need when soil stays wet longer. You can also use a dropper as a simple moisture test. Instead of guessing, release a bit of water deeper in the soil, or draw a small sample up to see if the center is still damp. It helps you avoid watering when the top looks dry, but the root zone is still wet, which is one of the most common winter mistakes. This tiny tool removes a lot of the guesswork, prevents root rot, and makes winter watering much more predictable. Hack number 6. Lint rollers for early pest detection. Dry indoor air in winter is perfect for pests like spider mites and tiny aphids, and a simple sticky lint roller from Dollar Tree can make detecting them much easier. Gently rolling it across the undersides of leaves and along stems picks up adult pests, nymphs, and even eggs without harming your plant. It's an easy way to inspect your collection and catch infestations before they get out of hand, which is especially important when plants are stressed by low light and dry air. Once you've rolled over the leaves, you can inspect the sticky sheet under a magnifying glass to see exactly what you've caught. This method is fast, inexpensive, and surprisingly effective for keeping tabs on winter pests. By spotting problems early, you can take action before they spread, saving both your plants and your patients during the driest season of the year. Hack number 7. Compression socks for hanging planters. Hanging plants are beautiful, but winter watering can get messy when excess water drips onto floors or furniture. A simple tube sock or compression sock from Dollar Tree is an easy fix. Just slip the sock over the nursery pot before placing it in your decorative hanger. The fabric absorbs extra water while still allowing drainage, keeping both your plant and your home clean. The best part is how convenient it is to maintain. Once the sock gets damp, you can simply remove it, squeeze out the water, and toss it in the wash. It's a reusable, inexpensive solution that prevents drips and keeps hanging plants looking tidy all winter long. This little hack saves cleanup time and reduces stress around watering, making it perfect for indoor plant care during the colder months. Hack number 8. Rubber cabinet liners for pot stability. Non-slip rubber shelf liners are a simple but highly effective tool for keeping pots in place during winter. When pots sit on smooth surfaces, it's easy for them to slide or tip, especially if you're moving plants to follow the weak winter sunlight. Cutting small circles or squares of rubber liner and placing them under each pot adds grip and stability, preventing accidents that could damage your plants or furniture. These liners aren't just for pots, they can also help with other slippery items, like fertilizer containers or small gardening tools. They're durable, washable, and gentle on surfaces, making them a versatile addition to any plant care setup. For just $1, you get a practical solution that protects both your plants and your furniture throughout the tricky winter months. Hack number 9. Dental floss picks for delicate plant cleaning. Dental floss picks from Dollar Tree are surprisingly useful for keeping your plants clean, especially during winter when moisture can get trapped between leaves and create a breeding ground for fungal issues. Many compact plants, like succulents, African violets, and other small-leaved varieties, have tight spaces where debris, dust, or dead leaf material tends to accumulate. Using a floss pick, you can gently reach into these tight spots and remove particles that fingers or larger tools simply can't access. This not only keeps your plants looking neat but also reduces the risk of crown rot or other moisture-related problems that are common in winter. The floss pick's thin, flexible tip allows for precise cleaning without damaging delicate leaves or stems. It's particularly handy for plants with overlapping leaves, rosette formations, or intricate growth patterns where trapped soil or fallen petals can decompose and harbor bacteria. By routinely cleaning your plants with this simple tool, you maintain healthier foliage, prevent hidden fungal growth, and ensure that your winter care routine is both effective and gentle. It's an inexpensive, clever hack that saves both your plants and your patients. Hack number 10. Decorative vases as self-watering inserts. Tall, narrow vases from Dollar Tree make excellent improvised self-watering systems, perfect for winter when your plants may need consistent moisture but you can't water as often. Simply fill a vase with water and place a nursery pot with drainage on top so that the bottom of the pot lightly touches the water. The roots gradually wick up moisture as needed, keeping the soil evenly hydrated without oversaturating it. This method works well for a variety of houseplants, from tropical foliage to medium-sized succulents, and it helps prevent the stress that can occur when winter slows their growth. What makes this hack especially useful is its low maintenance and reliability. During a 2-week test period, plants in these setups stayed healthy, hydrated, and free from root rot, even when left unattended. It's an affordable and stylish solution that doubles as decor, allowing your plants to thrive while you enjoy the convenience of a hands-off watering system. For anyone planning to travel or just looking to simplify winter watering, decorative vases are a practical and effective choice. Bonus hack: birthday candles as fertilizing reminders. A simple pack of birthday candles can become a surprisingly effective plant care tool. Stick a candle in the soil with the date you last fertilized your plant written on it, and you instantly have a clear visual reminder for when the next feeding is due. It's a cheap, reusable system that helps prevent over or under-fertilizing, which is especially important in winter when growth slows and nutrient needs are less obvious. This trick works for all types of houseplants, from small succulents to larger leafy varieties. You can update the date each month or season by simply replacing the candle, keeping your fertilizing schedule organized without relying on a notebook or phone reminder. It's a quick, fun, and practical way to stay on top of plant care, and it adds a little charm to your indoor garden at the same time. Those were 10 completely new Dollar Tree hacks, plus a bonus tip that you won't find in any of my older videos. The best part? You can grab everything for less than $15, and each hack solves a real winter plant problem, whether it's low light, dry air, messy watering, or hidden pests. These little tricks make keeping your indoor garden thriving over the colder months both simple and affordable. Which hack surprised you the most, or which one are you excited to try first? Drop a comment below. I love seeing how you put these tips to use. If you want more Dollar Tree plant content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for weekly plant care videos, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new tip. Stay cozy, keep your plants happy, and I'll see you in the next video.